see this slide, right? Uh, this is a part 3. How can we design the formulated product? Actually, in general, we have around four and five um, step how to design these formulated products. Okay. Uh, First is, of course, you have to collect the informations. Okay, and then you have to uh, is it develop the prototypes based on base case formula. Okay, and then third one is what we have to do is uh, step one determines the what is it, the information database. Okay, and second one, we have to convert the consumer preference. Okay, consumer preference is important. Okay, because we don't want to design that something that no end consumer is not consumed by the consumers. Okay, so from this consumer preference, we have to convert it into the technical requirements. Okay, and then the third one is we have to generate the base case, which is we will develop the prototypes. Okay, from this base case, we will verify again the prototype, because formulated is a mixing of the compounds, right? It's a blended of the compound, so we have to do the prototype. If it's not matching the prototypes, okay, we have to do the iteration experiments. We have to do the iteration, and then we have to do the what is it second prototype. Okay, and then if still not meet the requirements, we do the prototype before we launching the product. So that the general step before we launching our products to meet the consumer. Okay, so if you look at here, the formulated products actually is a trials developed through the trial and error experiments. Okay, by the specialists with the extensive experience. Okay, look at here. The challenge is for the young engineers or junior engineers with the limited experience, as not recommended to formulated this for to mix or blend the to produce the formulated product because it involve a large number of ingredients. Okay, so it's actually is done by the experienced specialist lah. For example, if you want to formulate the inject ink, right, the formulations, okay, they have many ingredients. Okay, typically a solvent, dispersants. Okay, you do in the laboratory lah. Of course, you did like a PSM one, a PSM two, right? Okay, so you do in the laboratory. Okay, okay. So we are mixing several selected ingredients, okay, and then we adjust to form the mixture, and then we adjust the what is it, the recipe, okay, or the composition to obtain the desired properties. Okay, so like what is it, the viscosity, drying rate, surface tensions, and so on. So with the non-experienced engineers, okay, it is not possible. Okay, so at least you must be we call it as a experienced specialist lah, or experienced engineers. Okay. Another examples that we will discuss is later is about the how to we formulate the sunscreens. Okay, which is offer the sunscreening, antioxidant, and moisturizing to your skin. Okay, so we do the iterations. Okay, we do trial and error. Uh, like ingredients include many ingredients included in the sunscreens, like zinc oxide, emollients, okay, stabilizer, or maybe you need to introduce also a natural compound, right? Okay, you have to consider that natural compound because uh, currently we more to nature. Okay, we use the natural products. Okay, rather than synthetics. Okay, so that one we have to consider. Okay. So also we have to consider maybe the formulated product have a microstructure that can what is it good for your skins. Okay, the properties. Okay, all these things you have to consider. So this is the integrated experiment and modeling procedure for the formulated product design. If you look at here that generally we do the modeling first before we verify by using experiments, because we want to reduce number of the experiments lah. Okay, before we design the product design, before we formatted the product design, right? So if you look at here, this is the following step or procedure for the integrated experiment modeling procedure. Okay, so that we can solve the problem that we identify. First, collect the relevant knowledge and experience in terms of like scientific understandings, okay, heuristic, okay, if you still remember the heuristic, mechanistic models, empirical correlation, this is the mathematical modeling, okay. And then this show how the specific products attribute can be adjusted by changing the amount and ingredient. Because if you produce the base case ingredients, doesn't mean that it's going to meet the consumer needs. Okay, so you have to trial and error. Okay, and you produce the prototype 1, and then you adjust again. You produce the prototype 2 until it's can meet the consumer needs. Okay, and then we have to convert the consumer preference into quantitative. This one is the second step. First, you collect the relevant knowledge, whether from the database or from the literature. And second is convert consumer preference into quantitative, which is into the technicals, the technical requirements. Okay. For example, if it's smooth on the skins, what is the technical requirements? Okay, which it is related to the viscosity, right? Okay, it's not irritating to your skin. Okay, what is the technical requirements or the quantitative measurement? Is related with the pH. Okay, and measurable technical requirements. And second one is we have to generate base case formula. This can be obtained from the open literature and a database in your company. Okay, meaning that you want to uh, generate first prototype. Okay, we call it as a controller. Okay, okay, and then we have to verify the predicted physical chemical properties. Okay, so from this you do the more experiment, okay, to verify. If not meet the requirements, you perform the iterations, you perform another experiment to get the prototype 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay, perform experimental iterations, okay, until the desired product attribute are achieved. So we can say here we have 5 steps, okay, rather than functional product. And if we compare with the functional product and chemical device, is only 4 steps. Okay, 4 steps. Okay, but step 1 is the still the same, which is we collect the relevant knowledge. Okay, okay. So let's see the designer scenario that you want to produce a skincare creams. If you look at here that the product attributes keep skin in a moisturized condition. What is the technical requirement for that one? What is the quantitative requirement? Right. Block UV using nano zinc oxide. Right. Supplement the skin cream with the herbal antioxidant and ameliorates UV induced skin damage. Okay. The product should be smooth. See, non-irritating to the skin, stable. It's not easily evaporate. Uh, uh, at the room temperature. Okay. It should not be feel oily or greasy. This one, not oily or greasy, and the product not run during should not run during and after applications. Okay. So what is the relevant knowledge that we can collect actually? Okay. So for the creams, the ingredient contains usually uh, for the sunscreen, as I explained previously, right? Okay, this one, I think like this one, zinc oxide just now, right? Okay, so we can do the, what is it? Collect the data, right? Okay, collect the data in the tables. Okay, this one is the amount of the some information. Okay, or the criteria that we can use for the skincare products. Okay, this is from the literature. Okay, this is we collect all the data. right? If you look at here, that many literature, 13 or 14, this one, right? This is from the this one, from the literature, and this one 4.9. Okay, actually, is if you look at the uh, chapter 5, okay, there is a list of the references, so you can refer this one. For example, like emollients, right? This one, okay. What compound that we can use, okay. This is a synthetic oils, okay, or capric triglyceride. Okay, this one is a emollient. Okay. This one, the criteria and consideration: natural oils consists of silicon oil, non sticky, highly spreadable, right? Suggested concentration 10 to 40%. This one they have range, but you have to do the trial and error, which ratio is possible, so that it can meet the consumer needs. Okay, another one is stabilizer, right? So we need the stabilizer, okay, to design the sunscreen. As I explained here, stabilizer, right? We need the stabilizer. Okay, if you look at here, okay. Right, we need this one stable, right? A stabilizer. We need stabilizer. Okay. What else? Neutralizer. Okay, because we don't want the non-irritating to the skin. Okay. What else? Thickener is more to like uh, don't want to evaporate. Okay, we need a thickener. Okay, preservative, tocopherol. Okay, methyl paraben and so on. All the ratio is there. Okay, this is all we collected. Collect from the literatures. Okay. Okay. So when you want to choose the what is it, the ingredients, please consider also the availability in the market. Don't choose something that is difficult to determine, right? Okay. Similarly, also if you want to choose the solvent for the what is it, like a plant design, right? Want to choose to liquid extractions, right? Something like abundantly available, right? Okay, if you want to separate two component A and B, okay, maybe these two component can be separated by water, so we just use the water or something like that. Is abundantly available, right? And regulatory controls and also cost of the materials. Of course, cost is important because you want to get the profit, right? Okay, and then collect the relevant knowledge in terms of the model for determining the cream viscosity, because if you look at here that it should be smooth, okay, related with the viscosity. What is the equations, okay. If you look at here that this is related with the Herschel bulking models, shear tightening behavior, okay. So this one is regarding on the shear rates, okay. Okay, and then second is another models, okay, viscosity of the emulsions, okay, affected by fee. This one I'm not really familiar, okay, but if you design the formulated products, all this information you can get from the Googles or from the engineering handbooks, right? In terms of the shear rates, right, viscosity, okay, all this you can get from the literature. Okay, you don't have to worry. Anything you can get from the website. Okay, and then finding the heuristic. Okay, in designing lotion and screens. Okay, so heuristic is based on the experiment. Okay, but sometimes it sounds of like scientific rationale. Okay, so this one can help relate sensorial attributes. Okay, so we can convert from the qualitative to the quantifiable. Okay, which is we can convert into technical requirements. Okay, so use oil and water emulsion if the product is not feel greasy. For example, this one, right? Okay, use water and oil emulsion if the product should be resistant to washing and perspiration. Okay, this is a examples. Okay, what else? The viscosity, mixture. Okay, the ratio. Okay, all this we have to collect from the literature. Okay. Okay, so and then you can adjust, okay, by summarizing, okay. If you look at it, this is we call it a causal tables. Okay, for example, if you get the information that in terms of emulsion cannot form instantly. So we have to adjust the concentrations. Okay, the adjustment. If to viscous, we have to adjust in terms of the thickener. Okay, and greasy emollients is related with the emollients lah. Okay, sticky emollient concentration. Okay, change emollients. Okay, there are many types of emollients, so we can refer to the previous tables. Okay, this one. I think it's quite how to say, quite tedious lah for the formulated products. Okay. Uh, and then we have to convert. The second step is to convert the consumer preference into the quantitative one, which is technical requirements. Okay. So from this one, okay, you want to smooth screen, right? Okay. Of course, it's we can convert to the technical requirement in terms of particle size below than 5 micrometer. Okay. Not irritating. This one I told you is a pH. If feel oily or greasy, water oil emulsions is chosen. Okay. Of course, viscosity. Avoid appearing runny. Okay. Viscosity also. Okay. You have to choose. All these things we have to convert to in terms of the quantitative rather than qualitative, because you want to measure the amount. Okay. And the weights. Of course, you have to convert to into the quantitative one. Okay, and then you start the formulation, generate base case study. Okay, so this is obtained from the experience lah. Okay, so for example, once you want to do the formulation side, okay, this one key ingredient is nano zinc oxide and herbal extracts. Next, okay, sunflower and sweet almond were chosen. Okay, what else? Uh, Two ingredients. Okay, zinc oxides. We put in the solvent generally, right? Okay, what solvent that we're gonna use, for example. Okay, and then sometimes that market survey that consumer prefer natural ingredients. Okay, uh, if consumer prefer the natural ingredients, we choose this one. Okay, sunflower oil and sweet almond oil. Okay, rather than you choose the what is it, synthetic one. See, this is the what is it, the natural compound for the emollients. Okay, what else? Maybe you don't want the not sticky. Okay, highly spreadable. Okay, so for that one we can choose maybe like a silicone. Silicone is very thickener, very thicken, right? Or maybe you can choose dimeticone. Okay, emollient also lah. Okay, this one also you can consider. Okay, what is you need just now? You need a stabilizer, right? What is a stabilizer? Stabilizer maybe this one. This one is stabilizer. Neutralizer. This one. Okay. So this one you consider lah based on the consumer needs. Okay. So there is a many ingredients. That's why all this formulation only can be done by the experienced engineer. Okay. And then step 4, we just verify the base case performance from this one. Okay. So if you look at here that maybe the from the what is it from the judge, right, from the panels, it said that emulsion has a acceptable softness and non-greasy feels. Okay. Average emulsion droplet, asal tak ada saya punya kerja ni. Okay, was measured to 1.4 micrometer, right, this one. Okay, but maybe the viscosity is not meet the requirement. This one, it's too sticky. Phase separation, because we don't want the phase separation, right? So it should be homogeneous. It's not stable this one. Okay, once you test okay, so we have to test the runs, not viscous enough, it's sticky, and emulsion not stable. So we have to consider different emulsifier. So this one we can call it as a prototype one. Okay, prototype one. Okay, because it's still have what we call it as drawbacks here. Okay. Okay, so we need to improve this these properties. Okay. So and then we can come out with the prototype 2, which is we want to improve the viscosity, okay, remove the sticky fields, and also the stability. These are three criteria that we have to improve. So meaning that we have to uh, come out with the prototype 2. Okay. So once you come out with the prototype 2, compare with the base case, which is a prototype 1, right? So the viscosity is still not improved. Okay. I think it's become, I think almost become worse. Okay. 2.14 and 5.0. I think it's not within the range. Okay. And then no sticky. It's already, this one we already solve the problem for the no sticky, but this one is still a slight phase expression. So we want homogeneous, right? For the sunscreen, we want make it homogeneous. Okay. So that's why we come out with the prototype 3, another iteration. Okay. So we want to increase the viscosity and also stability. Okay. So we consider what is it? If stability maybe just now is, what is it? The emulsifier and as well as the thickener. Okay. Look at that. So we come out with the prototype 3. Okay. So we can solve this one. 15.2 non-sticky and stable. Okay, so this is you come out with the maybe you start with the modelings. Okay, and then you can verify by using experiments. Okay, maybe the base case you start with the before the base case, before the prototypes you start with the modelings. Okay, and then you come out with the prototype 1, 2, and 3 and so on. Yeah. Okay. So this is the traditional for designing and a formulated product for the insect repellents. Okay, this one you can read lah. It's the same. You can read in page which page? 112. Okay, the same step. Okay, 122 page. Okay, so you have to do the iterations. Okay, performance test. This is a prototype. Right, but you need to collect lah. Step 1, collect the informations. Okay, generate base case, and then you do the experiment and you have to verify. Okay, so I hope that you can read this, how to formulate this uh, insect repellents. Okay. Okay, so how's these modelings and also experiment actually complement each other? Okay, if you look at here that on the top is a reality and bottom one is a virtual reality lah. This is more to the modelings. Okay, if you look at here that a model system, if you use simulations, you can get optimal design. Okay, and then from the realities, it can provide the realistic model lah for the parameter, and from virtual reality is can guide an insight for the experiments lah. Okay, so from the reality, also from the experiments, we can verify the theoretical solution. So from this integrated modeling, experiment, and synthesis can help find the innovative yet realistic solution, meaning that we can reduce number of experiments actually by using the modelings. Okay, because yeah, formulations is by experiment actually is a trial and error. Okay, it's a time consuming process. Okay, so if we can relate all the properties, pure compounds, blend, and also the molecular structure by using a computer aided design or by using a modelings. Okay, so we can reduce the number of experiment actually. Okay, also can reduce the search space for the suitable ingredients. Okay, you can reduce the number of ingredients that you want to use to design the formulated products. Okay, so by using experiment also we just verify, okay, what you have already predicted, okay, by using the modelings. Okay, that's why the integration of the between modeling and experiments should be complement each other. Okay, so it is important. Okay, so as a summary, product formulation by the product formulation is a trial and error. Okay, Yeah, this one I think is already explained just now. Okay, can be used to reduce a search space, or we can do the screening lah. We call it screenings. Okay, we verify experiment is just verify, right? And then what else? Uh, the formulation, right? Okay, we just tested experimentally. Maybe from 1,000 we can reduce to the 100 experiment that you can conduct. Okay, so that is the summary lah for this formulated products. Okay, so any question about this very short lecture on the formulated product? Okay, I'm not sure. I think for the formulated products, I think Dr. Alafiza will you will do for the project lah. Okay, the formulated products or functional products. So this is how you design the chemical devices, functional product, and also formulated product. I think you have to choose which one is uh, you want to do for your project. Okay. Any questions? This one we not cover. Okay. I'm not sure in my slide. I think this one I have already omit. Okay. So we are finished uh, until this for this chapter. Okay. Any questions?